thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kyrie Irving is out there with Dante Exum. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Davis in at the 4. No good from Irving. Beal the pass to Durant. Booker dishes to KD. Irving against Booker. Clock at 6. Here's Bull. And it's off from three-point range. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop them, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Here's Irving after the made shot from KD. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Connects from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here is Irving. The 3-ball. The rebound by Richard. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Durant. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
Irving kicks to Davis. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Stolen by Exum. Thompson dishes to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
The Suns trailing with the fadeaway. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Exum with it. Now Beal defending. Exum kicks to Thompson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Irving against Booker. Fires the 3. And Bull pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Booker. No good from outside. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. The 3 from Davis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And stolen by Irving. And it's the Mavericks on the break. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards got 6 rebounds in the game. And Booker kicks to Bull. Beal from long range. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. The Mavericks trailing. Thompson in the corner. Outside Irving. The 3. The rebound by Richard. Richards got his 7th rebound here tonight. Durant wide open. He fires. Phoenix no good that time either. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Davis. From deep. Drops in the tray.
Anthony Davis.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
A three off the inbound, and there's Booker on the assist by Durant. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has... Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
You know, another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Royce O'Neal is out there with Dunn. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Jones. And it's Allen in a shooting guard. Mavericks shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them, to say the least. The shot's good from Christie.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Dunn finds Jones. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Washington. Fires the three. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Now Marshall. Dallas moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Christie. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Suns.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Christie. For this screen on Allen. Christie. Offensive rebound. Gafford passes to Christie. From downtown. Gafford kicks to Washington. Knocks down the three ball. Washington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Dunn passes to Jones. Here's Allen. Jones looking for an opening. Back to Allen. The Suns need to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Dallas ball.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. The shot's good from Christie. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Allen for three. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
For this screen on Allen. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got 8 points in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Kicks it out to Jones. Done outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Allen's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Christie against Allen. Poked away. It's stolen by Jones. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shoots the 3. Back to Allen. It's up a 3. Again, Allen missing. And here is Washington. Pass to Christie. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Dallas leading by 6. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Exum, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Irving at the point. Booker against Irving. Lively the pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Money from the wing. Irving's got 5. Suns trail by 5. Durant with a screen on Irving. This one for 3, and it's Durant, that time on the assist from Booker.
Poetry in motion, such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball's going down.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Booker, Irving misses.
That was just an off-balance, low-percentage shot, especially with no room to operate.
They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Outside, Beal. Booker outside. Back to Beal. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 4 on the clock.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
Booker with it. Guarded now by Irving. Fader on the way. Booker no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Thompson from long range. They get the rebound. Drives to the hoop. Davis dishes to Irving. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Bull finds Booker. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And here's KD for 3. Oh, KD parries the 3.
He He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see
2
the
minutes remaining in the
confidence.
third.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
1:49 left to play in the third. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
On the court.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Here's Booker. He nails it, and we're tied up. Booker's got his second bucket tonight.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Nobody near Allen. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Allen's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix. Christie against Allen. Pass to Christie. To halt the run. To the wing on the left. For the screen on O'Neal. Christie drills the three-pointer. Christie's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Allen kicks to Jones. There's the triple. Allen's shot is off. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. O'Neal against Christie. Pulls it up. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. For the screen on Allen. Hits it from three-point range. Christie's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Royce O'Neal. Jones is out there with Allen. Then it's Plumlee, and it's done in at the 3 spot. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Christie. Here's Gafford. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Screen by Gafford. Kept alive. Pass to Christie. For the screen on Allen. Christie. They grabbed their own miss.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Christie's got 20 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's O'Neal with the 3. The shot, no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Christie. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for the Suns. 6-point game. Back to Allen. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Allen. Beyond the arc. And the Suns miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there's the call on Jones.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on
And
the floor.
Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Here's Christie. Outside for Davis. Dallas again missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Durant.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Beal the pass to Booker. Beal with the screen for Booker. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now just a 1-point Dallas lead.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Christie kicks to Thompson. Thompson with the 3.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
Pass to Richards. KD on the wing. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Dallas shooting just 31% in the game. Christie against Beal. And he drives in. Thompson outside. Dallas moving it around. Davis sets a screen. For 3. Over to the wing. Pass to Thompson. Tries again. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
Mavericks leading by 4. To the left side wing. Christie can't make it.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Takes the 3. And Ball pulls it down.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Christie with the screen on Booker. Pass to Christie. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Durant for 3. They get it again. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Christie. Knocks it loose. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the double. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at point guard. Edwards for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
The kick to Durant. The 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And it's Bol with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
McDaniels passes to Randle.
Now, this guy's got some grit and some determination. Is Kevin Durant capable on the offensive end? Yes, but the defense as spectacular.
Edwards against Beal. Pass to Bol. Beal surveying the D. Now Booker. Back to Beal. 4 on the clock. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
Devin Booker is a 2-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that. Instinct, skill, the ability to be rise and fire ready. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
Conley against Booker. Conley passes to McDaniels. Outside for Randle. Takes a 3. Richards pulls it in. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Conley against Booker. Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, Kevin Durant, the quick release and from distance.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, the stuff! Beal outside. From outside, off the mark. And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. 6-point game. Yep, that one goes.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Sends it home from three-point land.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The Suns lead by 7. To the right side. Back to Booker. Pass to Beal. The 3 is up. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Beal's got 8.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And here's Edwards outside. He drops it from range. Give him 8.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Booker finds Beal. Back to Booker. Beal against Edwards. Outside for Booker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Outside Bull. Outside for Booker. It's Beal on the wing. Outside Booker. It's Beal on the wing. They get it back. The deep three from Durant. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for the Suns. 8 points in the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Miller. And it's Ingles in at the three. The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. Phoenix leading by 7. Done with it. Ingles covering. For 3, Allen. Rebound, Minnesota.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The shot by Dunn, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. It's intercepted. O'Neal with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. And the three-pointer goes.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Miller, the pass to Reid. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Phoenix leading by 9. Allen outside. Pass to Dunn. Outside O'Neal. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Ingles from outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here are the Suns. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Plumlee a screen. Jones from outside. The rebound by Ingles. Timberwolves trail by 12. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Ingles. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket on the night. The Suns have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, B.A.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Pass to Allen. This one for 3. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. The Timberwolves shooting just around 32% from the field. Ingles with it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Minute 32 left in the second period. DiVincenzo on the wing. He's got 5. Alexander Walker, the pass to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, DiVincenzo nails it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 8 points in the quarter. Allen outside. Back to Jones. Up top, Allen lets it fly. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves trail by 7. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Miller outside. And stolen by Jones. 41 seconds left in the first half. Pulls it. Rebound Minnesota.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Jones. Back to O'Neal to win the drought. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. O'Neal's got 11.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Left side Reed. Outside Alexander Walker. And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. More 2K action in just a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Royce O'Neal really making a difference here.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Bull out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
Conley finds Gobert, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Edwards looking it over. 6 to shoot. Randall, the pass to Conley. He buries it from 3. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch and shoot game. All right, Mike.
At the arc, KD drains it.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Durant. Randall pulls down the board.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix leading by 13. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Gobert passes to Conley. Randall outside. Back to Conley. Randall with it. Durant covering. Edwards for three. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Outside Booker, and stolen by Edwards. Here's Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Booker for three. Out to Beal. Edwards against Durant. Shot clock at 6. Over Edwards. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 13.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor.
Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Here's Booker. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Randall, good.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
Fires top of the key. Booker missing again. Timberwolves trail by 10. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Randall, a screen on Beal. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Booker for three. And Booker cash on the three.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Edwards. And Durant with the block.
Boy, how about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Over Edwards. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Allen finds Plumlee. Puts up a 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Now DiVincenzo. Miller outside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Allen outside. Pass to Dunn. Jones from outside. Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. Takes the 3. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Three-pointer, O'Neal hits a three-pointer. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And that one good.
I'll tell you, this guy recognizes when driving lanes are available. Joe Ingles waits until it opens and then seizes the opportunity.
Back to Jones. Stolen by Miller. Here's Alexander Walker. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Connects from downtown. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
From outside the arc. And that one drops. And it comes off an assist from Ingles.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. Booker, good.
Someone who utilizes that mid-range part of the floor to extreme efficiency, Devin Booker.
Gets the 3 ball to go. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Durant against McDaniels. Unloads, and the jumper falls for him. Durant's got 11 in the second half.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
The Suns lead by 11. Fires for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. McDaniels, that's good.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Here's Durant. Durant with another miss. Minnesota's gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the fourth. And Gobert with a block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down. Here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
3-point field goal.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They lead by 7. And that one's good. Oh.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
For 3, Booker hits the trifecta. And it's a 12-point Phoenix lead. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the drive.
Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Edwards. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Edwards passes to Randle. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
They like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Exum. On the wing, Irving. Pulls up from the corner. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Offensive rebound. Thompson against McDaniel. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Sinks the triple.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Pass to Davis to the left wing. Now Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's Thompson again missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Irving following the three by Minnesota. Exum dishes to Davis. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Edwards following the miss by Julius Randle. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And the three off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether. And
both free throws good for Lively. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Conley finds Edwards. The tray. Mavericks with the rebound. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here's Irving. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. The shot by Thompson, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Here's Gobert, goes back up. And Lively pulls it down.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Minnesota leading by 4. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Randall kicks to Gobert. McDaniels against Thompson. No good on the 3. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 6 points. 6 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's McDaniels. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And the second quarter. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Christie. And it's Marshall in at the small forward.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Mavericks trail by 3. For the screen on DiVincenzo. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And now here comes Marshall, leading the break. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound Mavericks to the right side. From the arc, the shot's good from Christie. Christie's got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Tipped away. Minnesota again turning it over. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Christie. He has 6. Pass to Marshall. Here's Christie. Lets it go from deep. The 3 ball. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reed after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Here's Christie, defended by Alexander Walker. Christie can't make it.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
For Dallas, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Jacks up a 3, trains it from beyond the arc. Christie's got 9.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Washington passes to Christie. Back to Washington. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Christie, defended by Alexander Walker. 1:05 left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Washington. Here's Christie. At 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. And here is DiVincenzo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Christie, defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Christie. 12 points for him. Nailed from three-point land. 15 points in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Ingles. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Christie. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks ahead. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Out to Edwards. For the 3. And finished up by McDaniel.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Randle outside to the paint. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
What I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Marshall passes to Christie. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Edwards. For the lead, Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Here's Christie. Dallas, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Randle gets to Conley. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And it's Exum in the corner. Pass to Thompson. Irving sets a screen for Thompson. Irving with it. Gobert on him. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Davis for three. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards with it. Now defended by Exum. Edwards, that's good.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Thompson, a screen on Conley. Out to Thompson. To end the run. Dallas, no good that time either.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's McDaniels. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside for Randall. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Thompson right side. Launches a 3. They get it back. Takes a 3. And it's Thompson again missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Randall passes to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Thompson. Thompson running the floor.
And out in the open court, Clay completes the break. Fearless finisher.
And Gobert kicks to Randall. Out to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch. And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Here's Randall. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Thompson from long range. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Dante Exum is out there with Irving. And there's Davis. Then it's Thompson. And it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Good.
And fast breaks are often determined by speed. And Irving right up there with the game's quickest.
Conley against Irving. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Outside for Randall. Tries again. Here he goes. And it's good on the way in.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping him. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
And that one, good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Gobert finds Randall. Edwards against Thompson. Edwards passes to Randall. Let's go. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Irving with the ball. Out to Thompson from past the arc. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Out to Edwards. Launches it. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Thompson. In the corner, Irving with it. Davis setting the pick for Irving. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
Now here's Gobert. Lively defending. Edwards kicks to Randall. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Randall's got 9 points here in the second half. Lively the pass to Davis. Here's Irving, over by Conley. Irving attacking. Pass to Davis. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Stepping up, Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. Davis with a screen on Conley. Irving kicks to Exum. Thompson, a screen on top. On the wing, Davis. On the wing, Thompson. To take the lead. Offensive rebound. Irving finds Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. To Exum. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Randall. Conley with it. He's picked up by Irving. Outside Edwards. There's 42 seconds left in the game.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Out to Thompson. To tie it up. Money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Outside Edwards. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Irving nails both of them.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Knocked away. Edwards flashing inside. No good. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Timberwolves substitution.
Off the inbound. It falls!
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my...
national anthem. We'll be right back. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Bol out there with Nick Richards. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Irving against Booker. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. Lively inside. Richards is there. Irving for 3. The shot no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Booker. And it's Irving with a rebound.
When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leader?
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Dallas, no good that time either. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Durant, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And Durant gets it to go.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Here's Irving. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Durant, pass to Beal. Back to Durant. Pass to Booker. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. 3. Booker's got 6.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. Phoenix has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Oh, got that one up quick.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Durant for 3. And it's Irving with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Thompson for 3. Exum outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Looking to end the run.
2 minutes.
Nice D from Beal. The Suns lead by 7. It's Booker on the wing. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. He's got 9.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And Thompson gets it to go.
The moment that last 3 went in, Thompson must have been thinking, get me the ball, I'll answer it with a 3.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Durant against Thompson. Outside Bull. Beal outside. There's a screen by Bull. 5 to shoot. Pass to Durant. 3-pointer. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
Irving up top. Booker defending. Here's Exum. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Durant. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Here's Irving. And it's Dallas scoring again.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Beal outside. Thompson with a steal. They're running. Pulls up for three. Davis can't hit. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. They lead by 7. Beal, the pass to Bowl. For three, Booker. The shot comes out. What if it goes? No good. Misses at the buzzer. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with Grayson Allen. And it's O'Neal in at the power forward position. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Jones misses. Mavericks trail by 7. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Allen. Back to Jones. Allen outside. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. The Mavericks have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. There's a screen by Marshall. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Dunn. Buries it from 3. Dunn's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Christie. The 3. They get it again. Now Dinwiddie. Washington passes to Christie. 5 on the clock. From deep. On target from range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Knocks down the long J. And the Suns lead by 10. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Here's Iguodala. He's guarded by Washington. Iguodala, no good. And for Dallas, they're shooting only 23% so far. Here's Christie. Gafford passes to Christie.
Two minutes remaining in the first half.
Dallas needs to get off a shot from deep three-point range. Iguodala grabs a miss. Phoenix leading by 10. Here's Dunn. Connects from downtown. Dunn's got 6 in the quarter.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Christie passes to Marshall. Fires for 3. Nice shot by Christie.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Tries to save it. Here's Christie. Allen defending. 1:10 left in the second. Phoenix has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. On the wing, Jones from downtown. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Christie. He's got 6. Let's go with a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
2 open that time. They didn't look easy. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Shoots from the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Phoenix leading by 16. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones, the pass to O'Neal. Right side, Jones. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Marshall. Here's Christie. Puts up a 3. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Allen. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back to the game after this break.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Davis out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Thompson in at the 3. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Pass to Beal. For 3, Durant. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Durant's got 12 points.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Out to Thompson for 3. Offensive rebound. Irving finds Thompson. No good from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Irving. And it falls all over the rim and in. 7 points in the game.
And this right here, this is routine for Kyrie. You're going to have to make him work a little bit harder because his jumper is as consistent as it gets.
Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
Thompson, a screen on Booker. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 5 here tonight. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Ryan, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, Allie. Phoenix leading by 14. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Beal finds Durant. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Booker fires from way outside, and the three off target. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Launches it, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Bowles got his 8th rebound here tonight. Booker can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 17.
2 minutes remaining.
That's tipped. Oh, Beal picks his pocket.
2 minutes.
It's stolen by Lively. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Tipped. Exum with it. Started now by Bull. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. Marshall, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Irving. Jones in the post. He's covered by Dinwiddie. That shot is good by O'Neal.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Mavericks trail by 14. Dunn with a steal. On the wing, Jones. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Jones, the pass to Dunn. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Christie's checked in for Exum. And so it's Phoenix with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. There's Plumlee with a three. Counted from distance. Plumlee's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. 1:03 left to play in the third.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
In transition, here come the Suns. The shot by Dunn, no good. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Christie. Will it go? Plumlee pulls down the board.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Shoots over Dinwiddie. Phoenix no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 18. Here's the three. Gets the three to fall. Christie's got 9 points. Now here's Plumlee. Over Gafford. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. 1 second left. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Royce O'Neal. Grayson Allen is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 17.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
More of a combo guard than pure point. Dinwiddie does have tremendous court vision.
Here's Plumlee, plenty of space. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Plumlee's got 4 points this quarter. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Launches a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer O'Neal. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Marshall. That three's off the mark. Phoenix leading by 17. Here's Dunn. Drills it from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Team putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
That one misses. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Washington. Klay Thompson comes in for Marshall. Exum's checked in for Christie. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Does anybody else think it's just too easy for AD sometimes? Just an easy board and put back.
Mavericks trail by 18. On the wing, Thompson. Irving fires from way outside. Off target with the three. For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Durant, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Gafford. Irving with it. Pounded by Beal. Looking to get it going. And that one's good. Irving. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Exum. Dallas has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Oh, and Klay makes that three look so easy.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Irving. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Booker with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Drops in the three. Bull's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Irving, that's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Three-pointer, Beal. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Durant for three. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
For three, Booker. He buries it from three. And the Suns lead by 19.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving looking around. The three is up. Offensive rebound. The three, Durant. That shot off the mark. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
but we have a great defensive matchup this evening in this one.
Well, I tell you what, it is for me, Kevin. I mean, I like to see defense take center stage sometimes. I love when teams get after it and make it hard for each other to score. And if you're a basketball purist, this is must-watch TV.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Bol. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Durant. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. The 3 from KD. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Durant. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Alder. David?
I asked him about his team's plan and trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our focus is trying to have him take tough shots and hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. Buries it from three-point range.
Poetry in motion. Such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball's going down.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Hands it from downtown.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. Top of the key, Conley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Booker from the arc. That shot missing. Minnesota's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. They get it back. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Now here's Booker. Back to Bol from downtown. Offensive rebound. KD, that's for 2. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
That's a 2 from Randall. The rebound by Richards.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
No good from Booker.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Suns leading by 4. Pass to Booker. And it's Beal in the corner. There's 1:59 left in the first. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Beal. KD's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Suns. Conley with a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
You make a 3 on Conley, he's looking for payback. He's got great competitive spirit.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. Bradley Beal picks one up. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Phoenix has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Durant kicks the ball. 3-pointer. Back to Durant. Booker against Edwards. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves trail. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Lets the three fly. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Miller. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Allen outside. A 3-ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Allen's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Suns. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
For 3, Ingles with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 41% on the night. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Jones finds Allen. Back to Jones. O'Neal looking around. Bangs home the trifecta. O'Neal's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Miller dishes to Ingles. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. Phoenix leading by 8. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. Hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, DA, thank you. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Jones, no one around him. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Dunn finds Plumlee. From the arc. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Ingles can't get it to go. Suns leading by 5. Jones, the pass to O'Neal with the shot. Rebound, Minnesota. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Here's Reed. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
DiVincenzo fighting through contact there. Dante gets a chance to add another point at the line. Terrific and one.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Here's Reed. It's hauled in by Dunn. The Suns leading. O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker, and here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jones kicks to Plumlee. Back to Jones. The 3. That shot misses. And so we wrap up the first half. The Suns on top, up by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Bull out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Durant dishes to Booker. Durant kicks to Booker, stolen by Conley. And now the Timberwolves on the break. McDaniels gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer is right on target. McDaniels got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's KD for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert has got his 4th rebound in this one. No one near where he goes. He lets it go. His 3-pointer is off the mark. Suns leading by 6. Outside, Beal from past the arc. It's the 3-point bomb. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Pass to Edwards. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. 3-pointer, Randall. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Edwards.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
And here's Booker from deep 3-point land. Pass to Beal. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. Fade away. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Booker's got 5 now. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
It's stolen by Gobert. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. .146 left to play here in the third. Randall with a screen for McDaniels. Plenty of daylight on that shooter. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Bill. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Offensive rebound. Gobert plays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Beal taking his time here. Booker outside. Bull against Randall for three. Durant. Minnesota with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Gobert pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
That's to Randall. Outside Edwards. And another three for Minnesota.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed. It went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around them.
That gives them the lead. McDaniels got 11 points.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make three. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Bull, that's good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Suns lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Joe Ingles, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Reed. And it's Miller in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. O'Neal, that's a two-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. On the wing, Ingles. Defended by Jones. And the basket by Ingles.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Allen's shot is off. And so Miller will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Plays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Plumlee, no luck. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Reed gets the bucket.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Jones kicks to Plumlee. The tray. Ingles with the rebound. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
I think they've looked a little more settled since the break. They had trouble getting into a flow in that first half, but their shooting's been a lot better here in the second.
Plumlee, no luck.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
From deep Ingles, Phoenix grabs the miss.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Back to Jones. There's the 3. Reed against O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Dunn misses. Timberwolves leading by 3. The wide open look here for Ingles. Misses the 3. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Timberwolves have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. They're of 9. Reed with the screen on Jones. A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
Here's Plumlee. The wing jumper off target.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Ingles finds DiVincenzo. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's foul number 2 for him. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. 4th quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
I'll tell you, McDaniels eats up ground in a hurry.
Outside for Durant. 3-pointer. Tries to save it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. .114 left in the 4th quarter. There's Beal with the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Beal's got 9 points here in the second half.
And we know Beal is more than comfortable taking over in these situations.
Edwards, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. There's Beal with the 3. Pass to Booker. To tie it up. It counts. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Edwards with it. Now Beal defending.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Bowl, a screen on McDaniel. For 3, Durant nails the tray.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
23 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Out to Edwards.
On the interior, making it look all too easy.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
One last chance to win it right here. It's got to be a...
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Randall against Davis. Randall can't hit. And Dallas with possession. And Davis with the basket on the assist from Irving.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's Irving. From deep three-point land. Randall pulls down the board. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Exum. Edwards, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Irving. Following the score by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Got it.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Here's Edwards. They get it again. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Out to Thompson. The three is up. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. McDaniels, that's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Irving fires from way outside. And they'll get another chance. Exum passes to Irving. Launches it from deep. The shot won't fall. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's a big-time jam. Slams it right over Irving.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Here's Irving. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Randall finds Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Outside Irving. Outside for Davis. Fires in the triple. Davis has got 5 now.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Edwards, no good. Dallas leading by 3. Irving looking around. Inside. Here's Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's a scoring, right there it's just passing.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball.
Oh, okay then.
Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. Boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
Back to Lively. And stolen by Edwards. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul, and he'll be shooting his first free throw. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside for Randall. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. Lively grabs the miss.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Back to Exum. Thompson against McDaniels. Here's Exum. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
From deep, Conley. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. McDaniels got 5.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
And a high-scoring first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another strength of them today, guys, mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the 2-guard spot. From deep three-point land. The Mavericks pull it in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Ingles, no good.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. Just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Can they get it? Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Dallas leading by 9. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Christie, covered by Alexander Walker.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And yeah, it's good. Graham, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Here's Christie, covered by Alexander Walker. Lets it fly. Pass to Marshall. Here's Christie. Give him 8 points now. Again, the miss by Dallas. Minnesota shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. The free throw drops for Ingles.
What you love about Joe Ingles is he's going to give you a little bit of everything. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and he can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it.
DiVincenzo with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Offensive board. The Mavericks lead by 6. Here's Christie. The 3-ball. That shot, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Miller, and he jams it home with authority.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Christie, covered by Alexander Walker. Takes a 3. Pass to Christie. Washington a screen. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's got 10.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Lets the three fly. Miller pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 3. The kick out to Ingles. Shoots. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
I tell you, Ingles superb at cashing in. So accurate as a jump shooter.
Marshall can't hit. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run. Not allowing much. Ingles from outside. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Well, the Mavericks shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Lets it go from deep. Nice shot by Christie. 13 points in the game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. For 3, DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. From outside the arc. Pass to Gafford. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Snatched up. Here's Christie. The 3. Can't hit that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Mavericks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Get ready for the fair half-court shots. Give me your beat. They're taking about the shots.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Irving, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
And so Randle will bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. The kick out to Conley. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's Lively. Again, the miss by Dallas. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. The kick out to Conley. Outside McDaniels. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Edwards. For 3, Randle. And the three-pointer goes. Randle's got 5.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Knocked loose. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Conley with the ball. Irving picks him up. Randle against Davis. Randle right side. from behind the arc. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pretty finish in close by Davis.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Outside for Randall. Pass to Edwards. Knocked away. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. To the middle. And now the Mavs on the run. Exum passes to Lively. From the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Stolen by Davis. Davis going to work in the paint.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Conley. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Exum. Drains the triple. And now a 5-point Maverick lead.
They'd like to see Dante Exum do this consistently. Nice to see his jumper coming along.
Edwards looking it over. From deep, Conley knocks down the triple.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And I'll tell you what, with his polished guard-like skills, Davis does damage on those dribble drives.
Ooh, poked away. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And the shot goes in. McDaniels got 7.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Irving against Conley. Here's Lively. Offline with a 3.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. 34 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Shot is good by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
There's the 3. And there's Thompson on the assist from Irving. Thompson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Davis can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 3.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. Christie. Washington passes to Dinwiddie. That'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the 2.
Well, he started as a perimeter threat, but Joe Ingles outstanding at finding a way to the cup inside and forcing the issue.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Washington a screen. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Christie, covered by Alexander Walker, and the shot's good. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
The kick out to Ingles. From the corner. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got rebound number 8 now. Christie passes to Washington. Here's Christie. Beyond the arc. Pass to Gafford. Here's Marshall. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Spins. Miller, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Miller. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Mavericks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
Well, terrific job by Spencer Dinwiddie to get up the floor. It's a nice way to get an easy bucket.
Reed can't hit. The Mavericks lead by 3. Pass to Christie. 4-3. Offensive board. Gafford with a screen on Ingles. Off target from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
And here's Reed. Back to Ingles. Down low. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Thompson, he's checked in for Marshall. And Irving is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth. Oh, he misses the dunk. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Reed for 3. He drops it from range. Reed's got 4 points this quarter. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Davis can't hit. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Out to DiVincenzo. Miller outside. Outside, Ingles. Off target from three-point range. Dallas has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's Christie. And it's off from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Outside for Irving. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Conley against Irving. Randall outside. Outside Conley. He shoots. Lively grabs the miss. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Christie. McDaniels with some nice D. And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. They've They've given up just 8 points in the fourth.
That's about trusting your guy in the clutch. Julius Randle embracing a tough opportunity.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So it's a narrow victory for the team. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.